Welcome back, friends. Today we'll see the next chapter in our PDF. It is about message board app. This app has to use a database, and also we are going to explore one of the very powerful built-in feature in Django, something called as admin. Admin means how the administration of a website in the back end it is done, and how we are exploring a model because it is a model view template MVT. So far we didn't use any database for our website examples in our previous chapters.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, may I know the page numbers?
Chapter 4 beginning, first chapter 4.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. A message board application, if you want to know, it is just users can post, read, and short messages. They can exchange messages. It is like a discussion forum, we can also call it as. And also in this chapter we are going to see the admin interface. It is built into the Django framework. How it is helpful for us, whatever we are seeing the website. Say for example, yesterday you appeared for an online test. All the online test content is visible to you, but what is not visible is how the websites are administered. There is a important user for a administrator user available. Yesterday you appeared for the exam means you are also registered user of the website. You can explore the content available as long as the content permission is provided to you. But who is overall controlling all these things? Who will see what? Which content will be visible to whom? What time it will start, or what time it will be visible? What time it will not be accessible? This is something back end work. It is not front end work. Something server level work. How these things are done, we are doing in Django. Again, the stuffs are ready made, called as admin interface. Django provides an admin interface where in a visual way we can make changes to our data. We will be pushing our code to GitHub and deploy the app on Heroku. Heroku is also a popular. We can push the code for GitHub and then we can deploy. That is, Heroku is a place where you can host, you can install your Python Django app for others usage. Because it is a simple app that you are testing, so you don't need to make it world visible. For limited people you can make it visible, test, and then you can delete it. Object relational mapper, another concept you have to know about in Django. ORM, object relational mapper. There is a built-in support that is also ready-made for database connection with our Django. What are the database servers you can connect? Anything that are popular databases, all are possible to connect with our Django. Say it is a PostgreSQL, MySQL, MariaDB database management system, or Oracle database management system, or as simple as SQLite file-based database management system. All these things can be connected to Django. The connection method will not differ. Maybe PostgreSQL, MySQL, MariaDB, Oracle, SQLite may have their own style of interacting with the outside world. They are all commonly RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. But what we have to understand is we don't understand how Oracle has to be connected with Django, how MySQL has to be connected. So tomorrow if a ABCD new XYZ database is coming, again you have to know about how to connect with that. This is not required for us. Why? The object relational mapper that is built in support for the multiple database backends. It is ready-madely available. Only one thing we will be understanding how to connect with the database. That's it. Which database you are connecting, that is built in. Django knows how to communicate with other various types of database. As we developer, we can write the same Python code in models.py. This is what so far we didn't edit and we didn't write in our three projects. Models.py file. Automatically we translated into correct SQL for each database. The way the database statement has to be written, slightly it may differ from PostgreSQL to MySQL to MariaDB to Oracle to SQLite. All these changes, whatever we write, same only one code we are writing in models.py, but Django framework's object relational mapper ORM knows how to translate that one into appropriate commands to a particular database management system. The only configuration is up-to-date databases section of the Django project settings file. Settings files you have to modify. This is somewhat exciting feature in Django where we don't learn various database management system. Only one method we learn, but we can connect with anyone. Despite we know that there are subtle differences are there between all these databases, but we are not worried about that. For local development, Django defaults to using SQLite because we don't have a separate server. Already I told you in my first class of Django, when you are running a website, say for example, my website yesterday that you appeared for test, light speed web server is running. Separately, MariaDB is also running. MariaDB is also running. It is a separate server. So, with the help of PHP code, we are connecting from data. PHP code is retrieving from the MariaDB and displaying to you as a information. Now, what is happening? We need to maintain separately. Usually, we don't do that. For testing purpose, we go with SQLite. Whatever the code we have written, as I said, for SQLite, it will work with any database, including SQL, MariaDB, Oracle, whatsoever may be. So, if you want to really test a Django project, you don't need to have a dedicated server, dedicated database server. What do you mean by dedicated database server? Round the clock, it will be running 24 by 7, 365 days. It is running to solve the request of client computers, separate database server. But that is not the case that for testing and development purpose, we are not using any server. We can make use of SQLite. First, set up several Django projects. At this point in the book, we can quickly run through the standard commands to begin with. We need to do the following. Now, in your PDF page number 79, you can see message hyphen board is a subdirectory you are creating inside the code. After that, a new virtual environment is installed. After that, Django project is created. Post app is created. Post. There is a new app is created. Last time in your previous chapter, you created a app called as Pages. Pages app is to create a static web page that can communicate with one page to another. Such type of stuff is required means we are going with Pages. Now we are creating a app called as Post, and after that we are going to update the settings so that it will reflect the database settings. Now, one by one, I will enter the commands and I will prepare the. Already in your page number 80 in the top, for Windows, they have given all the commands. Side by side, if you start doing, it will be nice to follow the explanation. Now, I am going to Windows PowerShell. Here in Downloads, in Downloads, I have CD code. Here, multiple projects we are going to create. I didn't create, you created the pages project, so it is not visible to you now. Now I'm going to create make directory. What is this? What is the name of the project you are going to create? The project name is message board. Now I'm going to type the name of the message board. Message, not underscore, it has been given message board. Now the directory has been created. Message board directory created. And after that, to make the process fast, just let me copy paste. Now you are going to our new project directory, that is message board. Now I changed. Now currently I am standing in the message board folder. After that, what we are going to do is we are going to create a virtual environment for this project. To do that one, we will be reissuing this command. Module VNV, the name of the environment will be .vnv for this project also. Now it takes some seconds and a VANV virtual environment is created. It's taking abnormally too long time. Internet is okay, but it is offline only. I'm I'm disrupting the keyboard. Again I'm restarting the command. Now it is created. Now I am going to go with the. Now I am inside the environment. After that, the next command after creating the environment is I have to go to the environments prompt. How to do that? I am going to install the activate PS script. Now if I execute this one, now when I execute this one, now the prompt is changed. Prompt is changed now. Now we are standing in front of the virtual environment of our project. Okay. Now what is our next step? We have to install the Django project, Django framework. Without that one, our environment will not be working. We need the altogether all this file. So it will take some time to install the Django in our folder. Already internet is connected. It is taking too much time. Again, I will let me cancel this. Again, I want to restart the installation. Let me see what happens. So it says configurations are available. Some files are missing. Script include live. Okay. Now the next thing is we are going to create the Django project inside the folder. I'm saying, yeah, you see, Django project is not working. Means that the things are not working. Didn't install. Make directory, remove directory. This I think this is the command remove directory. Yes, remove directory live. Remove directory live. Print here. Now remove directory scripts. Now remove directory py. Some file is there. I removed. Let me try now. Again installing Django. It says pip is having a new version. Please install that. So I'm installing the pip version. Pip is something that is the uh, Python package installer is pip. Okay, there is nothing available in our directory. Again, I'm reproducing the command Django. What is the defaulting user installation? Because normal site package is not writable. Wait, I will start my PowerShell.
Sir, already it is installed, sir. The Django.
No, Django installed.
Yes, sir. In my laptop also say if I run every time Django install, then it will show already satisfied, sir. So that means already installed, sir. Django. You can start the project, sir.
Okay, fine. I'm going Just I'm reprojecting the window. My command is not working. As Django admin command is not working, right?
Yes.
CD code, CD downloads, CD code, CD message board, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, CD virtual environment. Now virtual environment is there. Here I have to type the command.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this command I have to issue that.
Make a directory, sir.
Okay,
That's
directly
it.
for
Yes, sir. It's already done, sir.
yeah, yeah. See,
Insta.
already
No, sir. You had to.
I didn't activate the project script, right?
Yes, sir.
So I have to script activation
Yes, sir.
after that
Yes, sir.
installation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I will copy paste the command. Not this command. Sorry.
Sir, script slash.
Yeah, script command. Instead of that one, I
Yes, sir.
copied the next command.
Sir, remove that slash, sir.
Yeah. Now I'm activating the script. What it says. Here we didn't install environment is not available. So better we will create the environment
Yes, sir.
again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, environment is disappearing. All we deleted.
Yes, sir. Right.
Yeah, let it be creating. This messaging board app is little bit complicated when we compare the previous one.
Okay, sir.
Why it is taking this much time, Narzima? Nah, I don't understand. My network is proper. My voice is also clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Again, it is taking too much time. Please execute the commands from the textbook in your system and tell me the result. What
Yes, sir.
happens?
Already done. Already done, sir, in our system, sir. It's
Nice.
running, sir.
Okay, okay. My system is giving me problem.
Yes.
Yeah. Now and script I'm activating.
No, sir. Change the directory, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. You are right.
cd.pm.
Yeah. We came to the prompt.
Yes, sir. Now you have to install the project, sir.
Now I have to
Start the
install
project.
the Django, right?
Sir, no, sir. You have to start the project, sir. Now only.
You have to start the project.
Yes, sir. Before already showing satisfied, right?
Okay. But I deleted now everything, Sima. How about? Just let me check again what it says.
Okay, sir.
See, I don't think now it is downloading. See,
Sir, in our systems, uh, when I download that Django again and again, it's showing is already installed and unsatisfied. All satisfied, sir.
okay, okay. But in my computer, you see that it is not available. I deleted the directories, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now it is
Sir,
installing.
if you run the command in Anaconda PowerShell, sir, I think it will be executed, sir. It
From
will
Anaconda
Windows
PowerShell,
PowerShell.
it is more convenient.
Yes, sir. We are using an Anaconda PowerShell, sir, not Windows.
Okay, okay. You are going from Anaconda PowerShell, but you are using the environment same commands, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me start and I'll go there also.
Okay.
So many problems today. Installation is not running. It's still it's starting. Anaconda is starting. Yeah, successfully installed, right? Yes, Narasimha.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now shall I start the project with the name Django?
Yes, sir.
In this environment, I have to create a Django
Project.
project. So the Django admin start project Django project dot. Now, no. After that, after this one, no problem. I hope everything will go right. And after that, what we are going to do is we are going to start an app. Already I said we need post app. It is also required for us. This is the app that is we are using for posting. This message bulletin can be possible only because of the post app that is already available with us. Now we have installed, if you see the directory, the structure should be like this. There is a usual Django project include live, script, manage, py environment, configuration file, etc. etc. Plus, instead of pages, you can see a folder called as post. Okay. Now we must start Django to the new app, because as soon as we install the app, automatically it is not understanding. So I have to go for Spider. I have to go for Spider because we are using that Spider window for the code corrections. Once again, it is starting. Still, it is in process. Starting the Spider. Uh, Narsimha, what about others? If they are comfortable, shall I move on explaining the content? You will be side by side doing, or
Yes, sir.
otherwise, shall I change and project that window?
Sir, project the window, sir.
Okay. Now, in our project, settings.py has to be changed. For that one, I'm in the Spider window. I'm going to modify. First, let me load the Spider window in your projection. Now we know that where the file is available. Open. Let me close this one because otherwise it will be a problem for us. See, the Spider window is visible to all of you. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, connecting to kernel is taking more time. The interactive mode is still loading. So when I click, it is not responding. Okay, I got it now. And in downloads, first I'm going in my directory. I have kept it in download code directory, message board, virtual environment. I have to go for which one? Settings.py. It is inside the Django project folder. Now I loaded. I'm closing all the previous project windows so that we should not have any confusion. In this settings.py, lot of stuff is there. Only we are going to installed app is post app. Post app, one line we have to include here. For that one, what we are going to do is just double quote, one string value has to be added. You see, Django contribute message, session, content types, auth, authentication, admin, etc. available. I included a line, I saved the file. Now the file is saved. There is no error in the file that what we entered into. Okay, next, then execute the migrate command. You know that migrate command is always we are executing. You remember in my command prompt, I'm installing the migrate because we are going to use the model database. Now the migrate command could have created a SQL DB database. Migrate will be creating all the data exported to a database in a SQLite database. So the migrate command is already executed. And then now what I am going to do is DB SQLite 3 file is created in the first time you run either migrate or run server. Migrate will sync the database with the current state of any database models contained in the project and listed in the installed apps. Because we installed a new app called as Post, the details of the Post app has to be installed. The data of the Post app has to be installed with the database. So migrate command is mandatory for this project. To make sure the database reflects the current state of our project, you can run the migrate and also make migrations each time you update a model. More on this we are going to see in other part of this chapter. In case if you want to know whether our server is running properly, as usual, we can start the command and I'm going to run the command. You know the command. In the command prompt, we are going to write python manage.py space run server. Now I typed the command. Server is started. I'm going to the browser window now. I'm checking in my computer 127 dot.
sir, project that Windows, sir.
Uh,
Sir,
yes.
project that Windows, sir. Windows, sir. Project that Windows, sir.
Okay, okay. Now I'm projecting. See, now the project is running successfully. Just nothing has happened, but whatever we installed so far, whether the server is running properly or not, something we are checking here at this stage. Now, what we have to do is we have to create a database model because we are going to create a messaging app whenever the user is creating some typing some message, and if he is posting in the message board, the data whatever the message is created, it is not saved somewhere else in the form of files or in the form of text file. It will be stored in the database. If we don't store in a database, retrieving getting the data back is very difficult. Creating a database model where we can store and display posts from our users that I explained you. Django's object relation model automatically turns this model into a database and a database table for us. In a real world Django project, there are often many complex interconnected database models, but in our simple message board app, we only need one. What is that? Models.py. Now we have to go to the post app. Inside the post app, there is a models.py file that I'm going to open. First, I will project the spider window. Now you see, I'm going to open a file which is available inside the pages. This is in Django project. This is in Django project. If you go to the backside, when you are opening the file, the post directory is available. Inside the post, you can find out models.py. Is it available, Narsima?
Sir,
Inside the post folder, are you able to find out a models.py file?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, whatever you are seeing in your screen is the file. It is already, they have written Django DB import models. Whatever the database models are required, by means of this one, all the models are imported. Now, after this, we have to create a model. What is the model that we are going to create? We need a text field. We created a database model called post, which has database field text. Also specified the type of the content it will hold, text field. Django provides many model fields supporting common types of comments such as characters, date, integer, to enter email. You need some box means you can go with that one. In your textbook, page number 83, I'm copying the code and I'm coming back to this one. Now the code should look like this. There is a post clause. It accepts models
Sir.
model as a object as
Sir.
a yes, yes.
Sir, can you explain again, sir, for models?
Models is nothing but object relation model that I talked about. Object relation model helps us bridge between our Django app and the actual database. If you want to connect with a database, we have to create relationship between our project and the database. Database is in SQLite. It is not our own Django code. It is a separate project, separate software that is not related to our Django. So what we are doing is, as I said, now we are connecting SQLite. So we have written a code. This will create some field called as text field, and the data type is going to be stored in a object called as text that you are seeing in your screen. Now, whether it is SQLite or MariaDB, the code will not change. The code will be intact. Okay. Now, after this step, whatever the database model that we have included in our code, it has to be created. We need to activate it. It is activation is required. Whenever we create or modify an existing model, we need to update Django in our two-step process. What is the two-step process? Activation requires two-step process. Already we have done. What are those? First is migration post. Now I am going to execute the first step. For that one, it is not happening inside the script window. It is happening in the command. So I am going to the command prompt. From the command prompt, you can see the server is running. I'm going to stop the server because we don't know, we no more need the server to be running. Just we needed the server to checking purpose. So I'm pressing Control C. Now the server is stopped. Server is no more running. Now where are we? We are in the environments direct folder. What we have to do is, uh, after stopping the server, I told you two things are there. We create a migration file with make migrations command. Migration files create a reference of any changes to the database models, which means we can track changes and debug errors as necessary over time. And then the second step is build the actual database in the database server. That is migrate command, which executes the instructions in our migration files. So there are first migration files is created using make migration, and then the whatever the migration file is created to store the data, it is translated to database files in the SQLite. So I'm going to do the first step. Command prompt visible na Narasimha?
Yes, sir.
Now what is the command that I have typed? First time we are using because it is related to database.
Okay,
Python
sir.
manage.py make migrations post. Whatever the details available in the folder post, we have to create migration files. Now I'm pressing enter. The process is going on. No changes is detected in post. Probably we didn't save properly. So first let me save, and then again I will execute, because the post file, you remember the post file models.py was created, modified. I didn't save that file. In the spider window, you see models.py file is open, right?
Yes, sir.
That one I saved. Now again I'm executing the same command to create. Now it says that create model post. It is successful.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now if you see the directory, there is no changes. If you go inside the post, you can see the changes. It has created a migration directory, several models, test.py. This is migration detail folder is containing the detail, whatever we created. Now, in case if you want to see the contents, cd migrations. Now, these are all the initial.py file has been created. The rest is required for the package information. Now I'm coming out, I'm standing in the environment. I'm standing in the environment now again. And what I'm going to do next, second step has to be done. What is the second step? All the migration details has to be moved to the database. That is, we are going to execute a command very much similar to the command that we did previously. The command is this one: Python manage py migrate. Whatever the migrations file has been created for database models, that has to be transferred to the database files in the SQLite. Now it says that post 001 in shell. Okay. Now there is no error so far. Now good going. We can move on. And now you have to note one thing. You don't need to have include the name after make migration. If you simply run Python manage.py make migrations, a migrations file will be created for all available changes throughout the Django project. That is a different command altogether. That is fine in a small project such as ours with only a single app. But most Django projects have more than one, multiple apps. Running this type of commands will take a lot of time. Usually we don't do. As and when we create an app, immediately we will execute the make migration command and migration command so that the database is updated. Now we will be giving focus to the powerful admin interface. One of the Django's killer feature, you could have heard the word in English. They will say the very romantic word. This one is a killer feature. Robust admin interface that is providing a visual way to interact with the data. It came about because Django was originally built as a newspaper CMS content. If you recall the history of Django, it was a framework somebody created in the world to maintain a newspaper's website. After that, that idea was open sourced. They uploaded to the internet and they asked the whole world to utilize the benefit of Django. This is how it came up. So when you talk about developing a newspaper website, content management system like newspaper, it is very useful framework as long as Django is concerned. Because they are right from the day one they developed the Django for newspaper maintenance, they need some administrative activities to be done. So they developed that admin interface is still available with the Django and it is keep on developing. Journalists could write and edit their stories in the admin without needing to touch code. Over time, built-in admin app has evolved into a fantastic out-of-the-box tool for managing all aspects of a Django project. If you want to maintain a website of Django framework with Django framework, admin interface is the place where you are doing all this interface, and that is not a command prompt tool. It is a web-based graphical tool. Now, what we are going to do to use the Django admin in our project, we first need to create a super user. Super user means in Windows it is called as administrator. Limited user, administrator. Two types of users available in Windows. But when you take Linux and Unix type of environment, multiple privileges are there for users. You can do this one, you cannot do that one. Like that, several users can be created. Such type of environment is sometimes called as this super user or root user is there. So again, we are going to use the same manage.py script to create super user. To create super user, what is the name it will ask? What is the email it will ask? After that, it will ask you the password. Again, it will ask you what is the password. That command I am going to execute. Now what I'm doing is I'm setting up my server so that somebody can administer my server, backend work. So far clear na Narsimha, just I'm asking Narsimha, it doesn't mean that I'm not asking anyone. Just for interaction, I'm keep on asking somebody's name. Narsimha,
Yes,
are
sir.
you following?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So now what I'm doing is, if you recall, for example, some technical glitches happened somewhere in internet. Because of that one, everyone was writing the exam, but one of our students was facing some problem. So what was the problem? How I fixed the problem? I extended time. Who has got that privilege in my website? Super user of the website is having the privilege. Now I'm saying the command python manage py run server. Already we have used a command. Create project. Already we have used a command. Like that we are going to use the command create super user. This is the command. Now it will ask you some informations. What is the username it is asking. If you want to use the same Windows LMAT as the username, LRMAT, you continue. You leave it blank. No, I will give root something like this, or otherwise I will give super user su. What is the name of the user? Super user. After that, it is asking email address. I'm going to type abc at gmail.com. It is asking password 12345 A B C D E. I typed the password. Again, it is asking 12345 A B C D E. I typed the password. Bypass validation and create user anyway. Now it says that for security reason, whatever the password that you have given, it is too common to understand for anybody and they can break and enter into your server. Do you want to continue? I am going to say yes. bypass password validation and create a user anyway. I'm saying yes. Super user has been created, successfully created. Please remember, if even if I forget for this project, you should not forget. The name of the super user is Su, SU. Password is 125 ABCDE, ABCDE. 5 alphabets, 5 numbers, 10 letters. Okay. Now successfully we created the super user for our server. Now, what are we going to do? Uh, we will go to our website now. I'm going to project the tab first, and you can see the interesting surprise for you. How, without writing a single line of code, the admin is ready. Admin window is ready for process. Now you can see visible now. Window is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Command prompt is also visible, right?
No, sir. Now,
Okay, okay. Now I will tell you the name because it will not show you the command prompt. The address is 127.0.0.1. After that, colon 8000, colon 8000 slash admin. What I'm doing?
so admin.
Slash admin. This is the address for administering the website. Usually the people will not type this one because it will ask you username and password. Now I'm saying admin. It says server is not available. So what is the meaning?
Sir, you have to run the server, sir, because in front, in before you have to stop the server, right?
Yes, exactly. So now I'm going to start the server python manage.py run server. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now server is started and it is running now. I'm going to refresh the page. Just I'm
Okay.
pressing the refreshment button F5. Now it is asking you Django administration. Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did we write a single line of code for all this interface?
Yes, sir.
We didn't do anything, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now the username is Sue. Password we know that 1 2 3 4 5 A B C D E. After that I'm saying login. Now still you are getting lot of surprise. Who created this many activities? We didn't create anything.
Yes, sir.
Authentication, authorization, group you can add, users you can add. Are you getting some idea how I'm maintaining my website?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now we will stop here and we will continue the topic. Further, it says that, but where is our post app? Posting app is required, right? Is it visible?
Sir.
Our posting app is the message board app, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it visible to you in the screen?
No, sir.
You see the whole screen. Is it available? It says welcome Suze, the name of the super user, view the site, change password, log out, or this is altogether a different place for administration. This is
Yes,
not the
sir.
place users are seeing this one.
Yes, sir.
Users
Yes,
cannot
sir.
see this. Got it now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yeah. In our text editor, open the post admin.py and add the following code so that the post model is displayed. What I'm going to do, now I will stop this window. To make our post visible, I'm doing some modification. For that one, I will stop this projection. I will project the spider window. Here I am doing some modification so that that is visible. Which file I have to open? In the post admin.py. Inside the post folder, what is the file name? Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I'm going to add some content. I'm going to add some content. Already some lines are available. Apart from that line, I want to add, instead of adding anything, just I'm replacing with this code. What is this? Post admin code, import admin module, from models import post, admin site register post. This is the main line of the code. In the admin site, you have to register the post app. Now I am saving this file. Last time I forgot to save. Whenever you modify the file, if you want to see the reflection, you have to save the file first. Now Django knows that you are adding some new app to your website, and it should be appearing in your website. Now again, what I'm going to do, server is still running. In the live server, live means server is not stopped and nothing has happened. Just I want to reload the content. I want to reload the content. To that one, again I am projecting you the window, browser window. Now stop. I'm going to spider window. Now spider window is visible. Sorry, not spider window. It should be browser window. Stop. Tab. Site administration. Django site. Is there any changes available?
No, sir.
Okay. Now I'm clicking F5 refreshment.
Okay, sir.
Now you got.
Yes. Yes, sir. Now posts will be showing, sir.
Yeah. Now you got it. This is
Yes, sir.
something called as one app is running in the top. It is called as on the authentication and authorization app. That is admin app.
Yes, sir.
Adding the group users to access several things. Another app we have added called as post app. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now moving on. It is the server is running. Now what we can do is, let's create a first message board for our database. Add button opposite to the post. Add button is opposite to the post. Automatically what happens, you will see. Nothing, we didn't write any code. We didn't write any code. After that, we will see what happens. Now here plus symbol is there, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm clicking add. Automatically it is saying what is the message you want to display. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Uh, this one something called as what? Okay. Now the post object was added successfully. You may add another post. Visible, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I'm saying save. Please connect the errors below. The field is empty. Save and continue. Again, I'm saying this is an another message. This is an another message. Now it says the second object is also included. Now I'm saying history. The Sue user has added. Now, if I go to post, how many post objects are there?
Two
Object
posts,
1,
sir.
object 2 is
Object
there.
two.
We can customize the name, who is the user, several things we can do. Now, just step by step, if you understand, everything you can understand by means of. Now,
Okay, sir.
yeah. Now, what we can do is, if you look closely, there is a problem. Our new entry is called as a post object 1. It is not giving any description or details about our project. How can we modify that? Let's change that. in models.py so that it will be reflecting in the website. To do that one, model or post object, 1, 2, 3, something it is coming. We want to modify that. What we have to do is, there is a str constructor is there that we are going to introduce, and you will see the modification. Just what I'm doing now, I'm projecting you. Now I'm projecting you spider window. In the spider window, it's available, models available, right? Available or not, models?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Available, sir.
Yeah. Now, additionally, I'm introducing a new function called as def str. You know that this is a string constructors, sorry, string variables constructor, right? Yes or no?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, I modified now. I modified. Now, this will be displaying you the first 50 character of the text field. Whatever you type, it will be displayed like email. Your email content starts the first few characters, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now I'm going to I'm going to now project the window before refreshment and taking the effects for visibility. First, I'm going to not window. We have to go for tab. We have to go for browser tab. Browser tab is Django site. Now, how are you seeing? A post object 1, object 2 is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Now I'm refreshing. How it changed? Now this is meaningful, right?
Yes, sir.
Now if I say this is another message, if I click, you can edit the message. Other I can go for post. It is showing us the post. Now
Yes,
we
sir.
have to again revisit the views, templates, and URLs topic. So far, we have seen something, and theoretically, further we are going to give some focus to as long as your website is concerned. Usually, this is not beautiful because we didn't use any beautification aspects so far. In templates, we are going to do beautification, but particularly in Django administration, we will not be doing, but for our users, we will do the beautification. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, tomorrow, till tomorrow evening, please complete this project. Whatever you are seeing in your screen, every two messages should be with your names. The
Yes,
display
sir.
should be your name. Vinay, Vimala Vinay, Narasimha, Gautami, Manoj, something it has to, Somashekar, it has to display two messages. One message should be your name, another message can be anything. And please click the screenshot and forward it in WhatsApp group. Okay, friends?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thanks for joining.